Hey everybody, it's Brandy from Maritarotjuana. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my issues with electronics, cars, battery operated stuff, um, lights, bulbs, any freaking thing that has like electricity, I guess, running through it or whatever you want to call it. So Um, anytime I walk into any room with any kind of light fixture, you'll notice that the light like flickers. Okay. I kind of chucked it up to, okay, it needs a new light bulb. Or, maybe it's like there's like a frayed wire. Maybe whatever. It doesn't matter if I'm going to the bathroom and we have LED lights, if we have whatever. So I'm in the bathroom. Trevor has my phone, so I had to take my computer. I just had to pee, but I needed some time alone. So if I go in the bathroom, they usually leave me alone, especially if I tell them I'm taking a dump because, it stinks. What else? So I'm in there and I was, I guess, channeling because I got into something and wasn't paying attention. And then all of a sudden, the freaking light in the bathroom, like in the shower that's hooked up to the ventilation or whatever. Now it stays one color. It doesn't change. You don't change the like the light bulb or anything. You just get rid of it. It lasts for like 10 years or something. Whatever. So I'm in the bathroom and the freaking shower light goes like woof, like it just gets really bright. And then uh, like my computer screen, and I have it on dim because I don't want it so bright with the like it's like a little bit of a glare or whatever depending on where I am. So I just turn it down really low because I don't like bright things. And my fucking screen went whoosh. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, Ray, you're not gonna believe this. It's weird because my light's doing it now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but what I should do is I should do it like this so you guys can see like if it changes. What else happened? Oh my God. So then like in the bathroom, over the vanity, we just got these different bulbs because I was trying to screw mason jars on. Well, that didn't work. So that was an epic fail by me. So anyway, I'm in there and I just thought maybe, again, light bulbs going out, blah, 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 blah. I have problems with every fucking light bulb. It doesn't matter. It's like they break all the time. Like it's like surge of electricity or whatever it's called, energy. So I'm in the bathroom again yesterday in the morning. I'm brushing my teeth, 2 minutes, whatever, and the fucking lights start flickering. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why does this always happen? I go over, screw in the light bulb, blah, blah, blah. It's doing it. It's doing it again. So I'm like, okay. So then I made Ray come into the bathroom with me, and I'm like, babe, am I just like seeing this? Do you see anything? And he's like, mm-mm. I said, what about when you're sitting in there by yourself taking a dump or on your phone? I'm like, do you notice? Do the lights like go, do you notice anything? Any subtle changes whatsoever? He's like, no. Okay. So whatever. I'm very logical, very analytical, but I shouldn't be doing that to myself because then that's like self-doubt. That fucks up your abilities, whatever, whatever. So, but I can't help it. That's just me. So I try to like debunk everything. No, it's me. It's wherever I go. Whatever light has a light fixture. It's fucking crazy. It could be battery operated. It can be a plug-in. It can be a USB light. Whatever it is. What the fuck? It goes crazy. So then Xavier, we got him a what is it called? A black light thingy, like a bar thing, and all the black light. And I go in every morning, to wake him up, and his fucking lights flicker. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I asked him about it. I'll go in there, I'll jump around. Maybe there's a short. Nope, nope, nothing, 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 nothing. Now I'm like freaked out to go in there because every time I walk in the room, it's like, woof. It's like, what the fuck? I don't want to see anything. I see enough. I don't want to see shit. Um, So, you know, even with the black lights, and like those are those LED things, like the strip things where you never, like they never change. So I don't know, but my light's doing it. I hope I'm like catching this. Probably not, but I'm trying. So anyway, um, so his light always fucks up. He said too that when he goes in, sometimes it'll just flicker. So Xavier, he won't admit it, but Xavier, he's very psychic. He not only is he psychic, he is developing his mediumship abilities like without even really knowing it. Just because I'm aware and I'm open about things like that, my kids are just like they're just everybody. I mean, whatever. Ever since they were little, they've been like that too. Um, so up here in my bedroom, I have these lights, and I swear to God that I'm just sitting there staring, and it's like if I put thought into like manipulating these light bulbs, it fucking works. Like I can make them get really bright, like almost to the point where I'm afraid it's going to explode. So I have to be mindful that I'm not like in a bad mood. If I'm, you know what I mean? Because my energies are just everywhere. It's crazy. What else have I noticed? So I restarted researching that, and it's actually something called sliders phenomena. It's like not even just with street lights. Um, it's like electrical devices, cell phones. Every time I can get a brand new phone, I can get a refurbished phone, I can get a top of the line, and within a year, my cell phones crash. I mean, I take pictures, but I don't. I use my phone to like Facebook, upload videos and shit like that. I don't use my phone how the normal person uses a phone. I make my calls and I send my text messages and wait for the school to call me. That's basically it. You know, and I have an iPhone. I had one, a 6S, whatever. I killed the battery like within a month, brand new. I'm talking new, new, new. I fry out, I guess like these like phone case things that like hold a charge, and they're not cheap. I fry those out. So I try not to really use my phone that much. And I notice when I'm doing readings or if I need to like work with someone on a healing level, even though it's like not like, you know, healing, where I'm actually removing energy, just talking to someone, and depending on the situation, my fingers. And I thought for the longest time it was my carpal tunnel or my spinal stenosis. No, no. It's when spirit is trying to talk to me, or like somebody needs me. So, like this fucking jolt of electricity, like my fingers go numb and it hurts to touch anything. And, you know, you got to be careful. Like, you don't want to flip your fucking energies out into people, you know. So, I'm either washing my hands a lot or I'm like trying to rub it, you know, in like a downward, you know, like people, hell, I probably have fucking Tourette's. Well, I do actually. I have tics too, but whatever. Um, whatever. So it's always something with electric. Now, cars, even cars. We had cars brand new, drove off of the car lot, and within a day of me driving it, the electrical system, the horn went crazy. Um, my alternators always went out. It just has to do with like magnetic stuff, and I don't know. I can't wear watches because my watches go crazy. Um, you know, and one of my guy friends is a jeweler, or you know, a gemologist, and he runs he has a business. And you know, it's like I was getting watch batteries like left and right. Um, it's just it's weird, you know. So I know who was changing my watch batteries. They died like all the time. So it's like, should I'm afraid to get on an airplane because like, what if I make that shit like crash? You know, what if we end up in the Bermuda Triangle? Like I'm not like superstitious, but it's just like I cause all these crazy uh malfunctions, you know, and it if I had like an EKG or something, like I can only imagine. Well, fuck, I'd probably short out their system. It's like, what do you do? What else do I have on here? Oh my God, it's just fucking crazy. Uh, So you, of course, like the universe is made up of energy. We're all made of energies. That's how we're all connected, how we're all one. Basically, it's called the divine matrix. You guys can research that. We'll talk about it, um, eventually. I think what it has to do is that maybe like I don't know, our bodies vibrate, they say, at a frequency of um, like 8 cycles per second, which is the same frequency as the Earth's electromagnetic field. Like, what the fuck? So if your frequency is like high or low, like weird things will happen to you. You might notice. It can have a number of causes. They say like people that are with the near death experience have it a lot. But I believe that mine is from, I'm either, I don't know. Okay, so I was abused as a child. Not horrible, but it was old school type thing. Whatever. So that's neither here nor there. But when you have a lot of trauma or when you grow up with trauma, it affects you. You're easily able to feel your way around situations. Like you're very sensitive. You know what's going to happen before things happen. So, now that I'm older, it's fucking crazy. It's like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So I was abused, whatevs. But I'll tell you what, that fucking, look, my light's doing it again. That's weird. I hope y'all are picking up on this because I am not crazy. But anyway, so I was abused as a child, and I think that helped me to develop my abilities even faster. I would see crazy things at night. When my pappy died, my grandpa, he would stand at the foot end of her bed. I would see like bright, like white light and stuff, and it would fucking freak me out when I was little. And back in the day, your parents and grandparents didn't turn on your lights because you have an overactive imagination type thing. But, I remember my grandma telling me that we come from a long line of witches, warlocks, and healers, blah, 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 blah. So, uh, I don't know. I've always been into the paranormal shit. I've always done Ouija boards. I've always done tarot cards. I've always watched ghost stuff. It's like, whatever. It's some just crazy shit. Um, so I don't know. That's all I really wanted to talk about is just my crazy like shit with the lights and the cars and any electronics and like if I walk into a room and nobody, okay, so just say everybody had a blindfold on in a room. If I walk in there, people go crazy. Like you would think like 5 fucking toddlers went into a room and just went batshit crazy. Because every time that I walk somewhere or go into a room, it's like, boom, boom. Brandy's here. You know what I mean? That's weird. I go into stores and people stare me down. Now, I'm not really sure why they're staring me down, other than I assume that like they can pick up on my energy or whatever. If someone could help me with that, that would be great. I would love to understand what the fuck is going on with me. Other than my mediumship abilities, of course, I'm a psychic. Okay. I couldn't be a medium if I wasn't psychic. All right. Because every medium is psychic, but not every psychic is a medium, you know? And it's going to take years and years and years for me to get to my full potential, just because I've been like turning my shit off for a long time, even though it's still there. It's like, I'm always like, no, that can't be it, but it is. I'm hearing shit, I see shit, I feel it, I sense it, whatever you want to call it. I can taste it, I can smell it. my fucking, I remember we were talking about my blind spot monitoring on my mirrors, even from like 10 years ago. Um, I pick up shit in the corner of my eye. Like I have an AR coat, and I've had AR coats for like probably 8 years, 9 years now, maybe even longer. And I've never seen stuff out of the corner of my eye. I honestly, I can't even explain it. So I was just wondering if anybody else experiences these weird things, if somebody might know what's going on. I don't think it's my imagination, but is it my imagination? So if anybody has any feedback, I'd be so happy to hear it. But for right now, that's all I got. All right, deuces.